Hello, kay Piang before the coming of Bao Chen Hao, the son of Bishan Shiming Ma Bao. Before the coming of Bao Chen Hao, the son of Bishan, jinns were fully influenced by the evil spirits called Doi, the devil. They believed that devil divine the good or bad. To appease the devil, they worshipped him by offering the blood and flesh of domestic animals. They believed that when their souls departed their body, their spirits rested at the abode of the devil. They existed in the upper strata of heaven. The internal organs of the animals are offered as a gift at the gate to enter that abode easily. That's why the practice of killing animals when a person dies becomes a popular custom in the past. When one could not offer, one has to borrow the animals that eventually brought him to serfdom when one could not afford to pay the debts. A belief goes on that when a person dies, the spirits of the wild animals and men he killed, animals killed for the funeral, and the spirits of his slaves would serve him at the devil's abode. That brought forth the acceptance that killing a person or animal was justified as a noble act. The tradition feast entertained called Gal on conquering the enemies, Sa'a when bagging wild animals, Tang when there's 100 packets of mild, and lastly, the highest ton feast to appease the ancestral spirits by offering the biggest domestic cattle called Sa. Were the feast performed as to raise one's social status that begets amounting to the stagging of warfare among villagers between clans and vengeances were exercised enforcing the conquered ones as slaves to the conqueror. To entertain a big feast of the above kind enforced him borrowing that consequently brought him to a serfdom when unable to pay the debts.
Bashan min thang tahan. Vision of Bashan command to abolish doi sacrifice. Once, once in a vision, Bashan appeared to me and commanded, Bao Chen Hao, starting from now until 8 years are completed, abstain from taking the lives of living things from the smalls, ants and flies, rats, and the biggest beast. As Bashan commanded, I scrumptiously abstained from taking the lives of any living thing for 8 years. When the 8 years were completed, Bashan commanded me again, Bao Chen Hao, we have now completely fulfilled our promise with the evil spirits, doys, and we have overcome them for these 8 years. We will successfully obtain from taking life where they have their proceeding and killing human beings. Therefore, from this day on which I command you, you must cease to sacrifice meat and drinks to the doys. From that day, the sacrifice of meat, drinks to the doys from the most feared Poshan Pu's door, ancestral spirit to the lesser doors were abolished.